So you're smart and you're capable and you're creating these results that no one else can match. Well, if that's the case, why are you still feeling like you're not being seen? Welcome to Overthinking Outthink. I'm Chaz, and this is a show that flips the script for introverts who are done hiding and ready to lead. We ditch the loud advice that drains you and replace it with simple strategic moves that actually works for your energy. If you're tired of overthinking your next move, your business, your career, or your life, you're definitely in the right place. So let's outthink the noise and build something real together. This is what's called the invisible expert trap. When your skills are unforgettable, but your presence is more forgettable. And for introverts, it's one of the most frustrating situations that you can actually be in. Well, in this episode, I'm going to give you a 14-day plan that's going to help you escape it without forcing you into the spotlight or faking your energy or even changing your personality. So tell me something. Why is it that being really good at work is not enough to get you noticed? We're going to break down the work hard and you'll be noticed myth and why that sets introverts up for disappointment. There is a hidden cost of staying invisible, from missing raises and missing promotions and just totally being overlooked for any kind of opportunities. I'm going to show you the ripple effects of flying under the radar for way too long. There's a simple mindset that changes your calm into authority. And you're going to learn to show up in a way that's way more respected and much more memorable. And of course, that's by being yourself. You don't have to be loud and extroverted to do this. You're going to walk away with a 14-day plan. It's a day-by-day, low-pressure plan to go from invisible to influential. And the best part is that you're still going to be authentically yourself. So let's talk about that invisible expert trap. That's what happens when your skills are really high, but your visibility is just way too low. People respect your work, but they just don't think about you when promotions come up or any other opportunities for that matter. So the way to fix this is strategic visibility that just doesn't drain you. So let's just jump into that 14-day quiet visibility plan. Days 1 through 3 is just for audit and awareness. You're going to review where your work is seen and also where your work is hidden. And you're going to identify moments where you could have spoken or shared, but you didn't. And not only that, there was just no contribution. This is where you'll have to say one safe, low energy platform or meeting place so that you'll be more present. And day 4 to 6, let's just get those micro wins. Just like we've been talking about, you're going to share one victory per day. Share it with a relative audience. You've got to get visibility with the people that make a difference, that are going to give you that visibility to get moved up. Frame it as something like, here's what's working, instead of, hey, look at me. And practice speaking about your wins with calm confidence. Day 7 through 10 is proactive credibility moves. Offer a short tip or insight that is going to just make someone else's job easier. I mean, you've been noticing this stuff, right? You have all this information in your head already. You're also going to need to connect with somebody else that's exactly in your field. This is where it really gets good, is you're going to volunteer for a task or a project that has higher visibility than you've been doing. Because let's face it, those are the projects or tasks that are going to propel you up. Pick something that has some high dollar value or something that is a big initiative for the company. It's also very important to pick a task that is manageable, that you are able to manage. Days 11 through 14 is your strategic follow up. And this is where you're going to document the wins and the strategic moves that you made during the week. These are also instances where you see that you've made some great progress. Then you really need to go and thank somebody publicly for their contribution. People notice when you praise somebody for their good work, because that's what you've been missing, right? Then you're going to end these 2 weeks by documenting your increased presence. At that point is where you're going to decide your next steps. These tips should be practiced daily. If you miss a day, that's okay. You can still continue to do it the next day, right? But you got to be consistent in what you're doing in order to get that confidence that it's going to take for you to get promoted. Because if you just decide, well, I'm going to go back to the way it was because I don't see any results today, it's not going to work. You've got to have that patience. You've got to have that persistency, and you've got to have that confidence that you do know what it takes to be able to get that raise and promotion because you do know. And then after these 14 days, you're going to be able to see that and be aware of where you've actually been hiding in plain sight and why you haven't been noticed when you should have been. And you're going to feel empowered of how you take control of how others perceive you. And then you're going to feel so confident in a realistic, introvert friendly plan that you can repeat at any time, especially when you start feeling yourself fading back into the background. So make sure you share this with other of your introverted friends. We have everything it takes to be leaders in our field and to make a difference and get noticed and get those raises and promotions. Go to drewchaz.com and get your free quiet visibility checklist. These are 10 introvert approved power moves that'll get you noticed without faking confidence. So make sure you go to drewchaz.com. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Every little bit helps to get more information out. Well, that's it for this week. Make sure you follow that plan and you'll see the difference before you know it. So thanks for listening to Overthinking and Outthink. Again, I'm Drew Chaz. If this episode resonated with you, share it with another introvert who's ready to stop shrinking and start standing out the way you were meant to be. And don't forget to follow, subscribe, and leave a review. Every little bit helps to get introverts out there in the forefront, to teach how we could be the leaders and be seen like we should be. Because listen, your analytical mind isn't the problem. It's your biggest asset when you know how to use it. So keep thinking deeply and keep moving forward. And most of all, you be you.